Hi guys, my name is Prashant and today I'm going to talk about some alternate investment ideas. What are alternate investment ideas, or sometimes called alts? It's something other than the stock market, FD, cash, bonds, and so on. So in India nowadays we have a lot of innovative platforms which offer these alternate investment ideas, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Uh, Now, the main idea of these alternate investments should be that uh, they may not give as high a return as a stock market, but they should be definitely lesser in terms of the risk, and they should be giving much higher returns than a normal FD. Then they become interesting. And I started exploring these alternate investment ideas when I was down with COVID a couple of years ago. So I used to lie in my bed and watch TV and watch about these alternate investment ideas. And over a couple of years, since 2021, I've tried a lot of platforms, and I thought the time is now ripe because I've gained some experience over there to share these ideas with you, and you can also take advantage of those. So here we go. So first of all, a disclaimer. Uh, I'm a software engineer by profession. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So if you are going into the investment zone with these alternate investment ideas, which I'm going to talk about, you're typically on your own, and you should assess the risk and take advice from your own advisor, financial advisor. And I must also tell that whatever platforms I'm going to mention over here in this discussion, I've made my personal investments in all these platforms, so therefore I have a vested interest and I have experience with those, and that's what we're going to talk about. So, the very first one is an interesting one. There's a platform called gropital.com, and essentially these guys are into farming. So you put in your investment and you choose a farming plan, and effectively you are you act like a farmer by investing this money on this platform. And then, I've been invested in this platform for more than a year now, and I've been getting good returns. And these are tax free as well because it's considered the agricultural income. And you can get 14 to 16%, or perhaps even higher, in case you are ready to lock in your money. But otherwise, it's a fantastic platform. And if you choose to onboard yourself on this platform, you can use my referral code as well, and both of us will get some benefit. So go ahead and try it out. I've been invested in this for more than a year now, and I've been getting regular returns without any problems. Let's go to the next one, tradecred.com. This is a platform which primarily is into invoice discounting. Now, those of you who don't know what invoice discounting, go ahead and read about it. But to give you a primer, let's say you're a small company and you get a project, but to execute that project, you don't have liquidity. So what you do is you raise the money in the market, and so that you can execute the project, and then you get a lump sum later as a company once you've executed that project. But how do you get the money upfront? That's where tradecred.com comes in. So we give money to tradecred.com, and tradecred.com will give money to these companies, and therefore we get a right on their invoice. When eventually that company will get a lump sum later, we get a return as well, and we get a return in terms of we get more money than what we have invested. That's where the return comes from. So this platform has worked very well for me for more than a year now, almost 2 years. Has worked with no defaults. They also have some debt deals which I've taken, and that's also working smoothly. Your indicative returns are 11 to 12% over here, which are pre-tax. So much more than the FD. So by all means, if you're interested, go ahead and explore this platform. Another interesting platform is the gripinvest.in. So here, typically you lease out assets. So you invest money in the platform, and essentially you are the owner of certain assets on the platform, and the platform creates a limited liability partnership. And when the assets are leased out to the user, then you know you make some returns because eventually the user will pay back to the platform, and the platform takes its own cut, and the remaining is yours. And since it's an LLP, the tax structure is such that the profit which you get is post-tax, and you get around 10 to 11%, much higher than the FD, much less risky, and interesting alternate investment idea, which is leasing of assets. A very similar one, a very exciting one is called LEFR.com. Again, you are leasing the assets over here. So let's say you buy a computer and lease it out with the help of this platform, and the person to whom you lease out your asset, let's say Mac, he gives money back to the platform, and then the platform gives the money to you. In this case, there's no LLP which is formed, but you own the asset directly, and essentially you're leasing out your asset after buying it. It's worked very well for me for more than a year now. I've got a referral code as well, and the indicative returns are 14 to actually 19% in some of the deals over there and some of the assets over there. So by all means, go ahead and invest in LEFR.com. I've invested on this for more than a year now, and it has again worked very well for me. Similar to other platforms like LEFR.com, which I'm not mentioning explicitly, but in terms of how many returns they give, but I've invested in those platforms. That's Spice.in, where the Spice.in is a platform where they invest into assets which are carbon friendly, which is that having lesser emissions and so on. For example, solar projects and so on. And Giraffe.com is yet another platform which is into similar business as LEFR.com. So I've invested in both these platforms as well, and they have given me good returns, no defaults. Most of you must have heard about the Cred app. So if you don't have a Cred app, by all means go ahead and download it. If you need a referral from me, then send me a message. So once the Cred app can only be used by those guys who have a CIBIL score of more than a certain value, I believe 750 or so, or maybe not 750, but there's a minimum threshold. If your CIBIL score is below that threshold, you will not be allowed to use a Cred app. Now, once you're onboarded onto the Cred app, there's a feature called Cred Mint on this Cred app. Now, in Cred Mint, what you do is you deposit money, and the Cred app then lends out this money to its worthy borrowers who are already having a high CIBIL score, so very less risk of default. And with the interest generated from those borrowers, you get paid 9%, and this is done on a daily basis. You can withdraw your money anytime, and you can withdraw your interest anytime, and so on. So it's very convenient. It's almost 9% risk-free because it's going out to the very prime borrowers who have a high CIBIL score. I've been using Cred Mint for again more than a year now, and then it's worked very well, and I've withdrawn my interest component several times, and it's a lot of fun to see that money rolling in on a daily basis. Here is another one which is very much like Cred Mint. It's called BharatPay 12% Club. BharatPay was Ashni Grover was one of the founder members over there, and a lot of controversies over there and so on. So certainly a little bit of image has been tarnished for the BharatPay 12% Club, but it's still hanging around and works in a very similar way to Cred Mint. You give money to BharatPay, they lend it out to the borrowers, and they charge interest from them, and they give you 12%. And it's impressive, isn't it? 12% on a daily basis. You can withdraw anytime, and I've been using it for more than a year now, and I've been withdrawing money from there, adding money over there without any problems. It's worked well so far for me. A little bit scared after what Ashni Grover recently told about BharatPay, but I'm still hanging around with some money over there, and it's giving 12% after all, so why not? There are other P2P lending platforms which I've invested in. There are Fancy.com, IndiaP2P.com, and Faircent.com. I've invested over there as well, and they work on largely a similar concept. And except that BharatPay can, gives you daily interest, and you can withdraw it on a daily basis. But the other platforms may not give you that facility, or the terms and conditions differ over there. If you're into digital gold, then I think Gullak Gold app is something which I found very useful. And you can buy and sell gold over there, and you can invest in a SIP fashion for the gold. And the unique point is that I always have this discussion with my family that I found gold as a dead investment. It's not generating any returns. It sits in an Almira or in a locker somewhere and doesn't grow like some money which you keep in the bank, and money grows with the interest over there. So one of the unique points about Gullak Gold application is that whatever gold you buy over here, you can actually lease it out using this app to the jewelers. and then you make 5% returns in gold itself. Let's say if you have 100 grams of gold and you lease it out, then at the end of the year you will end up with 105 grams of gold. So your gold is growing and it's generating interest for you. So that's interesting, and that's why I use it. So I buy gold from here and lease it out to the jewelers and make 5%. Plus, of course, if the gold price appreciates, then you make the profit over there as well. So there you go. Go ahead and use Gullak Gold Plus, and the referral code is also present. So by all means, utilize this and start using this app on your phone. Another interesting platform is called Clubworks.com. So this is the concept of revenue-based financing. So you give your money via the platform to a business, and then when the revenue is generated by that business, you have the first claim on the revenue, and it's completely automated. The Clubworks.com can monitor the bank accounts of that business and see what revenue is coming in, and therefore automatically deducts some portion of the revenue as per the investments done by the other investors. And has worked well for me for a couple of deals, and everything got paid off, and you get good returns as well for this. It's difficult to get in onto the deals because the demand is very high on this platform. But go ahead and try your luck. Here's another interesting platform called Asthi.com, and you can have the mobile app for this. And essentially what you do is you buy fractional ownership in the Indian residential properties. Again, I've got a referral code and you get 9 to 10% return. So your money is locked in for, let's say, a year. Now at the end of the year, the property is sold off by Asthi.com, and you make a good return on that. So there is an exit defined, and you end up making 9 to 10% when you make an exit. And I've invested in 4 projects. 2 have already matured and given me the indicated returns. And but this is primarily the fractional ownership in the Indian residential properties. There are other platforms available for investing into the commercial fractional real estate. There are Strata Prop and PropShare, but I've not tried these yet because the ticket size for Strata Prop and PropShare are reasonably high, something like 25 lakhs. On the other hand, for RC.com, you can go as low as 20,000 rupees and get a small fraction of the residential property. So this has worked well for me. So go ahead and try it out. Now this platform takes the residential fractional ownership to another different level. So it's called Realtyco, and using a credit card, you can actually buy fractional ownership in the US properties. And I've been doing that for 2 years now, and I've invested $50 in this, $50 in that property, and that kind of thing, and you get a monthly rental out of that property, and you get returns in the form of crypto because it's an international platform. So crypto is the most convenient form of the payments they can give. So you get returns in crypto. Typically, in my case, for example, Ethereum. You can also sell your stake anytime, and you'll get the money back again in terms of Ethereum, and so that way I can invest some money and can keep on bolstering my crypto portfolio as well. So if you're interested into crypto, then and into the real estate, then this platform is the way to go. That's been generating 8 to 9% returns for a couple of years now for me. Those of you who are crypto enthusiasts, Bitcoin enthusiasts, here's another interesting app and a credit card, not exactly a credit card, but a prepaid card for you. It's called GoSats. So go ahead and install this application and essentially get a prepaid card which you can load. And on the platform, you can buy vouchers from Myntra, Zomato, etc. And when you spend money on this platform to buy these vouchers or through the prepaid card, when you spend the money elsewhere, you get 1.5% back on your spends in form of Bitcoin. Naturally, when I say you get Bitcoin, it doesn't mean one Bitcoin, which is too expensive, but you get the so-called Satoshis. So one Bitcoin is so many million Satoshis, right? So you can keep on collecting those Satoshis and essentially fractional Bitcoin, and then periodically you can transfer this Bitcoin which you accumulate on the platform and send it to your crypto wallet anywhere. And This transfer is free of cost. So this transfer fee is taken care of by the platforms, which is very nice. Again, I got a referral link, and I've been using this GoStats application for more than a year now, and I've accumulated a lot of fractional Bitcoin, and I've been transferring it to my wallet. So no harm in earning a little bit of a Bitcoin out of your normal spends. And the last platform is again crypto related. So once you have accumulated, let's say Bitcoin, which is sometimes also called digital gold these days. So I mean, either your Bitcoin can remain idle, but if you want your Bitcoin to grow and earn some interest, you can go to this platform called Nexo and deposit your crypto over there, and you can earn interest on that. And of course, depending on the crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, TRX, your returns would vary. Mind you that Nexo is a platform which has really survived the crypto winter, while the other platforms like Celsius and BlockFi just went down the tube. This one has survived, so I've got high respect for Nexo. I've been using it for a couple of years now, and it's served me very well. But again, be careful that not your key is not your crypto. So if you go on a platform like this, you do earn interest, but keep in mind if a platform goes down like BlockFi or Celsius, then can go down with your crypto. But if you are bold and you want to take chances and you trust the platform, maybe start slowly and send a part of your Bitcoin or crypto to the Nexo platform and see if it works out for you. And as you gain more confidence, you can go the whole hog. So that's about it for today. Hopefully you like these alternate investment ideas, and put in your comments if you have any questions specifically about any of these platforms, and I'll be happy to answer. Bye bye for now.